Another story of collaboration in Knoxville that is a mixture of good and bad is something called a single parent roundtable. The big idea was that with this enormous rise in single parents in our city and across the country, that churches should bond together to reach out to single parents in their community. We saw no shaping influences in the culture to change the direction of that trend, and we feel like we've just got to get all over this. Too many casualties, too many children of single parents, that kind of thing. Wrecked lives all over our city. So we spent some time talking among ourselves and then pulled together a small group of people who were church leaders and nonprofit leaders who we knew were very dependable people, and we had a little kind of secret meeting and said, what about the idea of a single parent roundtable? We'd seen something in Knoxville called a disabilities roundtable that was flourishing. Some 20 churches meet once a quarter, or I think actually they meet every month, and heard such glorious accounts of it. We invited one of their members to come to our meeting and share with us why we should do a single parent roundtable. That person from the disability roundtable came and just bragged about it, got us all excited. So we said, we had a little vote among ourselves, and we said, we're going to form a single parent roundtable. Had a good start. Then we went into a time of visioning, and we had a vision evening, a Friday night from 6 to 9. We fed them dinner. We invited a bunch of people to come who we knew cared about single parents, ministries, and churches. They came, had about 30 so in attendance, and we had a brainstorming session. We wrote down vision. We had breakout sessions in that. It was a well-facilitated evening. We looked at the next 30 days to 6 months, what we're going to do the next half a year or so, what were some of our goals and objectives based on this vision. We broke into small groups, got feedback back to the larger group, had a wonderful evening. All that information was handed over to the management team. We chose a wonderful single mom, former single mom, who was gainfully employed, who wanted to head this thing up, chose her as our leader, a layperson, and we were off to the races. We also then commissioned, part of the vision was to have 100 certified churches in Knoxville who are certified to do single parent roundtable. We wanted to develop training for them. We wanted to make it a special calling to minister to single parents and if you want to be a church to do that, here's some training you can go through and actually get certified to do single parent roundtable. We kind of wanted to make it a little more of something that was special and you got training for and you did really well. We wanted you to do it well. We commissioned someone to write that curriculum, and the good side of this story is that we are almost finished with a whole broad range of curriculum for pastors and churches that want to get involved with single parent ministry. We've done research all over the city. We've done a number of focus groups in our own city with single parents, with churches, and with nonprofits to say how should we do single parent ministry. And we're real excited about this whole focus of certifying churches in Knoxville to do single parent ministry. It's brought a lot of people together. We're kind of on a wave there. The bad news is, and one of the lessons is, that we lost our leader along the way. We didn't pay enough attention to her, to nurturing her heart. She was busy full-time with a job, and some personal family things came up. We didn't give her the support she needed. Big lesson for us there is you've got to be careful to support your leadership team. Give them the support they need, or they will themselves evaporate over time. They just can't handle it. They're not like paid church staff who are going to be there the next day. You've got to take care of your leaders. Big lesson for us. The key learning for us is pay more attention to who you put in leadership across. Put a good management team in place that you support. So we've got a single parent roundtable, and we had a number of meetings, quarterly meetings. They tended to lose interest over time. We said some pretty exciting things initially. Took way too long to deliver. We probably 9 months before we delivered anything, and people were saying, why should we come be a part of this thing? You all keep saying the same thing every time, but we don't ever see anything. Well, in our mind, we were all busy with our full-time jobs. And so we didn't have time couldn't people be patient? We were wondering, why don't you be patient? We're all doing best we can. It wasn't until we put resources to it to hire this person to go ahead and get curriculum, do the research, that we started to see some movement. So we want to promise less. We want to have a better management team in place. We want to be able to deliver quicker with real tangible concrete things, because the ideas were good, the words said were good, the vision on paper that we wrote was super compelling. People love what they write or what they read, but they've got to have action that they see and they're part of. So big lesson from us on that single parent roundtable: get more action, better management team, more support to your leaders, and make sure that the timelines aren't so drawn out.